Hello, my name's Lisa, and if this is your first time here, then thank you very much for choosing to click on this video. If you are a returning subscriber, then just know I really do appreciate you. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you to the person who sent me this video. If you would like to send me any content, then the instructions on how to do that are down in the description below. And today's video is coming from an MLM that I have only covered once on my channel. So it's Tranont, and this is an opportunity call. So let's just dive right in, shall we?
There was no better person in the world to hop on this with me tonight than you. One, because we were both just in Utah and got to experience the excitement and the knowledge of what is coming, but also because you have done this, right? You have built multi-million-dollar businesses in the process of launches, right? And when I say that, there's nothing that's been done like what we are about to do, but there have been launches within businesses, right? And there are windows of opportunity where you have that chance to kind of get in the midst of that launch, and which you have done before. Yeah. And built these large businesses. And so I was like, this is the best person to come on and talk about this tonight so that everybody else can kind of catch this vision of what we are about to do, because I am so stinking excited about this.
When this video was recorded a few months ago, it was done for a specific reason, and it was to tell people about a product that was going to be launched in a few months' time. So this is what they are talking about.
Big. And I know you are too. It's big. Yeah. And I don't think I knew or even could understand how big it was until I was in that room, right? And there's only so much that we can actually say, right? You know, NDAs have been signed, and we're not going to ruin things for anybody else. But what I can convey, and then I want to kind of hear your point of view on this, is that one, when we say you won't guess what's coming, you won't, because your mind can't, right? Like, we can only guess things that we know, and there is nothing like this out there. Like, literally nothing like this out there. And there will be people who try to recreate or copy, but they won't be able to. And that's the reality of it. And so it's so big that you won't even be able to guess what it is. And not only is the impact of this product going to change millions and millions of lives when it comes to health and people's well-being, but it's going to change so many lives when it comes to the business side of things, right?
Are you getting the same feeling as me that the manipulation tactics are very strong already? They're not going to tell us what the product is, but they are going to boost it up and tell us a bit about it so that people get FOMO, the fear of missing out. And that is a traditional way for people in the multi-level marketing industry to suck people into the opportunity. So please don't fall for it.
And so I want to hear your perspective on this from somebody who has done this in the past, and kind of your advice when this window of opportunity opens like it is now.
Yeah, and to that point of the window of opportunity, you guys, it's not that the opportunity, there won't be a great opportunity even 2 years from now, right? The window of opportunity, like, I was talking to another big leader who was looking at this because I told her just a few things, right? Well, one, there's credibility in what you and I have already done with this company as it is right now. Like you just mentioned, we were in Utah to get the information. You have to be a certain level leader. The top 2 level leaders are the only ones that were in that room. Okay. So that's who you're listening to right now. There's a field of people who have no idea what's coming, but we do, right?
They are saying there that the only people who know anything about this opportunity are the top 2 level leaders of Tranont. And in my opinion, I don't think that's fair, because it makes everything stacked against the people at the bottom. The ones at the top have all the information and they can build up anticipation for people, and that means they will get more sales and more recruits because of this product than the people at the bottom. And personally, I think that it just goes to prove that it really does matter when you get into a company so that you are in the top 2%. I mean, how many people do you know that get in when a company is many years old and get to that position who have got no experience in network marketing, multi-level marketing? Because the answer is practically zero. They're always saying that you should fake it till you make it or learn it as you go and you'll be okay. But the majority of people with no experience are not okay, are they?
And so that window of opportunity that we're looking for is basically a runway, is what I told her. We have about a month and a half until this actually goes live to our field. And once that happens, already the distribution that we have there will organically go, it will get bigger, okay? And then once we already know, once the field finds out about this, you guys, then they're going to start telling people online. You still won't be able to get your hands on it unless you're an associate, unless you're at our launch party. That is something that we should tell you guys. If you want to get your hands on it in September, you must enroll and you must get to the launch party. And we have actually a couple packages that you can enroll with that make the ticket free. So you get there and it's in Vegas, and I don't usually have to twist people's arm to get to Vegas.
I know the sound's a bit iffy on their video, but it's actually on their side, so unfortunately there is nothing I can do to improve it. But going back to what they were saying, you have to attend the launch party in Vegas in order to know more about this product. Well, that is going to cost you money out of your own pocket, because you have to buy a pack in order to get a free ticket. If you don't buy a pack, then you would have to pay the ticket price, whatever that is, and then you've still got to get there. Vegas is not exactly a cheap place to stay, is it? So you're going to have to provide your hotel and your food, as well as probably buying this product. And normally in an MLM, when a new product is announced, they don't have a product launch party. It's usually done at their annual convention. So I'm wondering why Tranont is doing it specifically at a launch party. It makes me wonder if they're not flying high like they once were. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
And when I say launch party, we're going to celebrate this, because when I tell you, the word revolutionary has been thrown around, but this will revolutionize the entire health industry. And so I love that because something that stood out to me in the room this last week was, is it like X, Y, and Z? This is after we already knew what it was. Like, is it like this? And our like, it's never been done before. No one has ever done this, which means it is not like anything. Okay, which is really exciting. And so it will take a little bit for it to go click, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've got my hands on something, and we've got exclusive rights in our space, which, so big. Like you said, people will try to copy it, but they can't, because we have signed, dotted line, exclusive rights.
Just because Tranont has signed exclusive rights, that doesn't mean that it won't be made by another company. I mean, you think about collagen, for example. There was in the beginning only one company that sold collagen, and now practically every MLM in the health and wellness space sells it. So they may be using this product now as a way of dangling a carrot and saying, yeah, you've got to get in now because we're the only company that have got this product. But that won't be the case for long.
In my past company, and then even coming here. Okay, so I've done it twice already. I have launched into a new company, or a company, and with a new product that no one had really in their hands. Okay, and we took it to multi-million-dollar business, not just $1 million business. We didn't get there and go, okay, we're done. Multi-million-dollar business because of our wonderful friend, social media. So that's what's going to happen here. It's not a question of if, ands, or buts, or I hope so, without a shadow of a doubt. And I did it live this morning. I was just more inspired because we write our letters to ourselves at base camp and give them to the owners, and they send them to us. And so I kind of was reminiscent on the fact that once I left that business behind, because that opportunity changed, period, end of story, was not the same. And the products had changed, things like that, right? And so the problem with that is that if you don't pivot, if you don't stay ahead, okay, if you don't stay ahead of innovation, then your opportunity goes flat, and sometimes in that case, it declined.
Oh, it sounded to me like she was bashing her previous company there.
Well, then in came Tranont. And the reason why I looked at Tranont, well, a few reasons, right? One of them, I had a product experience. It was with CBD, but I wasn't interested in a CBD business whatsoever. And when I looked closer after having such a great product experience, and I saw that it was a full line of products, I saw one thing that like really made me go, okay, I think I'm going to do this, is we had liquid collagen, specifically liquid collagen. And yes, there was another company that had it, but I was not willing to partner with that. That company was not a right fit for me. Okay, so that was absolutely off the table for me. And I even told one of my mentors, I said, I really would love another company to come out with liquid collagen, because that's one product that it's fire. Like, we know that probably 5 years ago, people started waking up to the whole collagen thing.
Yep.
And realized it wasn't just hair, skin, and nails, like your body needs it.
Personally, I don't think I look like a dried up prune. I don't agree that your body needs collagen or supplements for that matter. If you are lacking in something, then you can pretty much eat foods that will give you what you're lacking in the supplement range, and doctors recommend that you do that as opposed to taking supplements. And as for collagen, please explain to me why your body needs it. Yes, I've been told that from the age of 30 or whatever it is, that your body produces less of it, which is true. But in my opinion, I'm 55 and I don't think I need collagen. There is absolutely nothing wrong with my hair, skin, or nails. So why do I need to spend hundreds of dollars a month for something that I don't actually need? What benefit is it going to give me?
And so when I saw that, I saw opportunity. And the second piece of it was I saw that it was a stable company. So when I looked at this company, you guys, it was 7 years old, 6.5, 7 years old, and no one had heard about it because they done everything inside of meeting rooms or inside of someone's, living room. And so what that meant was, if you weren't in one of those meeting rooms or one of those living rooms, you had no clue about it. So that's when it was a huge blessing, because we took this online and then the world shut down.
Yeah.
And we grew and we helped people who lost their jobs, right? Like, we help people lose their bank account.
You're saying that during the pandemic, Tranont grew. Well, so did every other multi-level marketing company, so it's not like yours was different. Every company grew then because people were stuck at home, so they tried it. But the thing is, when the world opened up again, 90% of the people that had joined all left. So that didn't leave you in such a good position, did it? And I feel this is why Tranont keeps pivoting, as these people tend to call it.
We help people grow their bank account. And so it was timing. It was timing of this. Okay. So not only did we have the product, but we had the timing. Now you could go Google liquid collagen and you're going to get pages of it on Google now, right? Companies followed. We were, I would say, second in line, and then companies followed. And so it was time to pivot. It was time to innovate. It was time to bring something ahead of the game. And that's what you're looking at right now.
Well, and just to kind of speak on when you said, like, when you came here, still people didn't know about it, right? And that was a big thing for me too. I remember when I first started reaching out to you and kind of talking about it, I was searching and I was asking people, and nobody had heard of it, which was a big deal for me because then it wasn't in my brain saturated, right? I got to be one of the first people to bring it to my area.
They're saying the quiet part out loud there, aren't they? They both got in when it was relatively small and not very well known, and that's how they both managed to get into the top two levels. But the thing is, I don't want you to be fooled into thinking that you can do the same thing, especially if you've got no experience. These two ladies have both been in the multi-level marketing space for many years before they joined Tranont. So they have got plenty of experience. They would have had a good social media following, and I would imagine that they brought people from their previous companies with them. All of those are going to give them an added bonus that if you are new, you're not going to have.
But I've now been here for 2.5 years, and still I was having a conversation with who I went and got my hair done with today, who was a new person to me, and she's never heard of it, right? She was like, because when I told her Liquid Collagen, she goes, oh wait, what company is that? I know what company she was thinking it was. And when I told her our name, that she was like, oh, I've never heard of that. And so it's still such a blessing that while we're such a big and stable company, we're still so small. And so to be able to do what we're about to do and still be so like new almost to so many people, I feel like it's all of those little boxes that you look for, and they're all checked. Like the stability in a company, you're not worried about it going anywhere or going belly up, right? Debt-free, stability in a company, already has an established associate and customer base with established products, still fairly new in the social media world, yet we're about to launch something that's going to change everything. And so I feel like it's got all the things in the package, right?
Yep. And I can back that because I'm talking to a few like people with massive influence in their communities, and they've never heard of it. They've never, and so, and all I because again, we're under NDA. So all I have been able to tell them is this is something that's never been done in the health industry. This is something that we have exclusive rights for. This isn't just another, oh, we got it too product, right? It's no one else has it. And yes, there will be people who try, but they can't get it, which is really, really exciting. But like you said, stable. We are a debt-free company. We've been around for 10 years. 10 years.
Why?
They're telling us that Tranont has been around for 10 years and that it's not very well known. Well, I wouldn't look at that as a plus personally. I would be asking, why is it not very well known? What's wrong with the company?
Okay, this product will go viral. It will. Well, and that's the thing. So when you talk about the window of opportunity, let's talk about that. So windows of opportunity open and windows of opportunity close. Now, let's go back to the collagen example. When I first looked at this company, the collagen window was open. Now, it had been open more before I saw it because it was already launched, right? So the window was open, but we were probably about here. I had lost some of the leverage of it's coming, you could be the first. That was gone. That's not where we're at right now, right? So that was gone, but it was still one of two basically in our space. So the window of opportunity is really wide. Well, then as other companies get it, the window of opportunity doesn't shut necessarily, no, because I think you and I are proof.
Yeah, right.
What company have you made the most money ever in a single month in network marketing?
This one, Tranont.
Oh, hi, me too.
Yeah, by far.
Right?
And we just have to take your word for that, do we? People, when they're in a different company, they all say all the time, this is the company I've made the most money in. But that doesn't make it true, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like not like a little, but like by far.
Yes, by far. And we're not the only ones, which is awesome, right? There's literally a slew of us who have done that. And that is my personal mission, to help people do that. Out earn anything you've ever done in this industry. And if you want the chance to do it, I want you to know that you have to, right now, I'm fully aware that this is a trust thing.
Yeah.
You have to trust us because we cannot tell you what it is. We will not tell you what it is, right? You have to trust us. I would get to the event, but you're at a crossroads right now by just even watching this.
Yep.
Okay, this is an exposure, right? You're being exposed to this right now, the opportunity of the window wide open.
Yep.
And it will stay open. And then once we have the runway, once we launch it to our people, it'll close a little bit. And then the older it gets, it'll close a little bit. And then I would say it will be a couple of years before people even get something allocated out. So the window of opportunity will be open. We're not saying it's closing, you know, come October 15th. That's my birthday, so I'm just gonna throw that number out there.
Yep.
Closing, but the leverage opportunity right now that you have will be gone come September 22nd when it goes, when the cat is out of the bag. Okay.
Yep.
And what you want, and here's why. Because what you want right now is to build a foundation of your own. Just like Krista and I have been doing for the last, well, mine 3.5 years,
yep.
2.5
yep.
2 years.
Yep.
And so we've been building our foundation for that long. That's where we've reached the success levels that we have, okay?
It's taken them 2.5 and 3.5 years to get to the levels that they are in Tranont. But don't think it will be the same for you, because it won't. The more people that join it, the longer it's going to take for anyone to get to their position. And less than 0.01% of people in Tranont get to the top level, and 0.085% of people get to the position below the top, according to the income disclosure statement, which I will link down in the comments.
So right now, within our distribution of already established customers and associates in our organization, like I said, on September 22nd, it will organically grow.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier you get in, okay? The earlier you get in, the more people you get us in front of, because we're the only ones that have even a little bit of the information, right? Yeah. It's really hard for someone who wasn't in that room to go, oh, you're gonna love this.
Yeah, because you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. We were in the room. So you don't have to be an expert at this. You don't have to be a business expert. You don't even have to obviously be a product expert. All you have to do is say, hey, this is the information that I got. This is my friend Krista. This is my friend Bree. Listen to this. And we're going to help you build your distribution that way. Meanwhile, you still have your hands on the best-selling collagen out there. You still have your hands on digestive enzymes. You still have your hands on Mojo to go start building your customer and associate base now. So when we hit on the 22nd, yours organically grows too.
Yep.
In my opinion, you would be absolutely out of your mind not to get in.
Absolutely. And the worst thing that can happen is really nothing. You get in. If you decide it's not for you, cool, it's not either. But like,
Krista is basically saying there that you've got nothing to lose by taking a chance, but you have. You've got the money that it costs you for the starter pack, and that can be $100+ or more. And many people can't afford to just take a chance and lose that money. So, yeah, people do have something to lose, really, don't they? Their money.
why would you take a chance on missing that boat? And I told this the other day to somebody, I feel like I was in 2 previous companies, and I feel like I was the one who came in right after that window had kind of closed, right? And I built what would be, successful businesses to a lot of people, but I watched those who had gotten in that window of opportunity just have the skyrocket effect that I wasn't able to create. And I feel like it's always been like, dang it, it's just always right after. And I'm literally like waking up in the middle of the night, like my brain just going, because I'm like, I'm finally here. I am here and it is time, and I'm not missing this one. And there's so many people that are going to have the same opportunity that I didn't get in the past, 2 companies that I was with, that are going to be able to get it now. And it's just wild to me. Absolutely.
Get it now if they take action. That's the
Absolutely.
whole thing, guys.
Yeah.
You got to take action. You got to say, you know what? Get me in, get me a position. We'll build up over the next month and a half, and then we'll rip this thing whenever it goes live. But here's what I want to talk to you guys really quickly about positioning, because this is how we build. We don't have a binary, we don't have a unilevel, we have a beautiful hybrid.
Yep.
So we build 3 wide, and then everything else goes down. So you only have to ever sponsor 3. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you sponsor your 3 people. We will help you. You don't have to be the expert. You put them in front of the expert. You're looking at the experts. Yeah. Okay. We're going to be that for you. We're going to actually do that work for you.
It sounds like she's saying that they're actually going to recruit the people for you. You've got to get the people in front of them first for that to happen, haven't you?
So you put them in front of us. We're going to help you build with your 3 wide. Everybody who comes in after that goes in one of these lines, which means the people who come in with you sooner, they get better positioning. Okay. They get to sit higher in our lines. Now, here's the thing. Let's say this is Krista's business here, and she's building out her 3 lines. And obviously we've been building for 2.5 years here. You're good. Let's say you take this position right here. That's your position in her leg. Are people going, did they already come in before you? Yes. Same company, new opportunity. So you get positioning. This thing goes wild. By the way, it's already going wild because people do have that trust in us. When you say, I'm telling you, they say, okay, get me in, right? So it's already happening, but you get that position. Anyone who sees this after you, anyone who comes on board after you, today, tomorrow, September 22nd, October 15th, whatever it might be, they possibly could, you're building out your 3 lines, even though they don't enroll with you. I'm talking about the people Krista is going to recruit. Yeah. Okay, not you. You took this position, you're building yours like this, we're helping you with that, and this thing goes wild. Krista's gonna place, okay? And I have to say this because it's, what do you say? Like disclaimers, like, is it guaranteed to get placement? No. Is it highly probable because you're signing with a builder and we have something that's exploding? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Now, the amount of volume is not guaranteed or anything, but let's say even if one person got placed with you, and this was a total industry rock star, okay? And they come in and they just blow up the entire thing and they produce, let's say, 10K in volume. That 10K in volume that they produce is paying them, right? It also is going to you through your line. If you get all of this volume up to you, you get to add it to your other 2 lines of business to rank advance and get paid on it.
That all sounds good, what she's saying, and I can understand why people get sucked in. But she's only basing that on you recruiting an industry rock star. But what happens if you don't? Then what are you going to earn? How are you going to rank advance? They only tell you the good. They don't ever tell you any of the bad, which is why people like me make videos like this to educate you.
Even though you didn't put that person there. Now, let's say this. You're sitting here watching this right now and you're skeptical. I don't know. You hold off. And Rockstar comes in before you and gets that position. Mm-hmm. And Rockstar is going off building and you come in after the Rockstar, the opportunity for you has changed a bit. Positioning is a thing, you guys. This compensation plan rewards decision makers.
Right. And then again, we've created this success path and we know exactly where to plug you in and how to help you get there too. So you don't have to know any of the things. We know the things. We'll show you how to do the things, right?
That's right. And
it's so good. It's so good. I love it. Well, thank you for being on here. I love getting to see you anytime that I can. So I appreciate you being on here with us. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bree just said the quiet part out loud again, that positioning is everything. And she's right. Getting in early is one of the few ways to actually earn any money in an MLM. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.